Every post is a signal. Give it fuel. Boost eggs, the social value layer.
morning, my friends. It's your old pal, Peace Love Music, with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our amazing friends over at Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting. Just noticed my beard matches my shirt, black and white color scheme. Getting old, guys. Getting old. Your old pal, Peace Love Music. Lots of awesome stuff happening. So much activity in the Stacks ecosystem. It's insane. We got a bunch of stuff happening, a bunch of cool stuff. Finally, Deck Screener got us listed. Stacks is on Deck Screener now. D-Grant's Cohort 3 application period ended yesterday with a flurry of more applicants. We're over 120 applications, some 126 or some odd, 130 something, somewhere around there. Haven't been able to go through all of them yet. And just a word, congratulations to everybody that submitted, by the way. You put yourself forward, you organize your project, you put something out there, you made yourself vulnerable, but you went after it, and good things are going to come from it. However it goes, we have a lot of applicants and a limited budget. We're just not going to be able to fund everybody, and we wish we could. But there are some great applications. There are some really good projects that probably aren't going to get the funding that they're requesting right now. But we will do whatever we can, both here at DeOrganized and at D-Grants and in Stacks. We will do whatever we can to help support all of these projects in any way we can, including hosting you on these shows, helping you get connected with other builders, other people that produce things, helping you fill some of your gaps. And of course, we're excited about the projects that will be funded. We'll have more information as things develop on that. But huge day, lots going on. The Stacks Labs entity is starting to roll. The Stacks Endowment has their own X handle, which is really cool. Next step, we're looking for the CMO. I'm hoping they're going to be announcing that soon, because that is the next step. The ecosystem needs more marketing. That's really where we're at right now. The ecosystem needs more marketing. The CMO is going to have a lot of work to do, but it's going to be really awesome because there's so many cool things to champion and highlight in the Stacks ecosystem. We can't keep up with it on DeOrganized. We're doing it every day. Friendly reminder, this is a news show. We're providing news and information, some entertainment, some education, hopefully. But never financial advice. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. That being said, we're going to take a look at the numbers today over on CoinMarketCap. And actually, I'm going to ask you guys, do you guys think it's better? Is it better doing it this way? You get a little bit bigger piece, but you can't see the information there. Or is it better doing it this way? Or we can do it this way. Still a little piece. I'm going to do it this way today. We'll see how it goes. See how it goes with the clips. I wish this was a little bit bigger, though. Like it could, I don't know. I don't know if that's big enough for the screen. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me know in the live chat what you think. I'm going to roll with it. Bitcoin coming in at 123,614 this morning, up just under 1%. That's really good that we got back over 123. Ethereum holding to 4,400. BNB took a dip below 1,300 after their amazing run the last couple of days. They did take over XRP. XRP is dipped, holding below $3. Solana's doing well at 220. What's Stacks at? Stacks is up just under 60 cents. I actually saw it at 57 and almost 58 cents earlier today, so it is probably rebounding off of that low. Hopefully we can hold on to this price point. If not, I'm probably going to start buying very aggressively if we get any significantly under 60 cents. Personally, not financial advice. Do your own research, yada, yada, yada. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. I can't say that enough, guys. If you need the money to pay your bills, to feed your family, to keep the lights on, that's not money you should be putting into crypto, because there is no short-term guarantees in any of this stuff. It's a lot of risk in doing stuff like that. Don't do it. Even if you know what you're doing, it's probably not advisable. Fear and Greed Index at 58. We're kind of hanging in this neutral range. We tipped into greed. We came back into neutral. We're still holding in that high neutral side. That usually based on how much we came from way here, way down here. We hung out in this area for a little while. Now we're trending back this way. trending back this way. That tells you where the market's heading right now. You're going to have corrections along the way. Healthy corrections along the way actually makes for a better bull run, in my opinion, because it's a more stable, extended run period. Who knows what's going to happen, though? Your top 3 gainers on CoinMarketCap for the last 24 hours are Zcash. Oh my gosh, Zcash up another 40%. I'm glad I didn't convince Mrs. Peacelove to sell her entire stash of Zcash. Mantle and Athena rounding out the top 3. Monero, too, is up 3%. So the privacy coins are getting a little bit of look. There was a story about Ethereum interested in privacy coins too, but I don't remember if I selected that for today's stories or not. We have a few. Take a look at STX Tools. By the way, I want to shout out Rubes from STX Tools being instrumental in getting, oh my gosh, pumpy pumped. Dang, I should have listened to Ace. Ace, you were right. I was wrong. You're smart. I'm dumb. I didn't pay attention. I faded Pumpy. And dang. I can't believe it. 900%. Holy mackerel. Pumpy, UAP. Nice move on UAP. Blockheads. What's up, my blockheads? Sailor. I don't know that token. I know Martin Taylor's not a strategy, but I don't know Sailor. I don't know if they're related. POS, getting the pump. Nice. Yeah, they're on fine to earn rounds with DeOrganized. They get a little bit of pump. That happens. We got some stuff going on, but Dex Screener has picked up stacks and SIP10 tokens on Dex Screener. That's big for the ecosystem and tons of work by Shaley at Trust Machines and Rubes at all amazing, tons of stuff he does. Founder of LeoCoin, big in a bunch of other projects. Founder of STX Tools, and Rubes was really the point man on getting that done. And it took a long time, a lot of work. So congratulations, guys. The work has paid off. And STX Tools is the place to go if you're looking to do your own research on tokens on stacks. Check them out. In the news report today, I'm a little bit deorganized this morning. I apologize. I was like 8 minutes late to our space. Just have so much going on. It's crazy. I was trying to calculate and figure out what's going on with the applications. So in the news today, here's our numbers. And I always keep forgetting to do so. I want to drop the news thread in the live stream so you guys can, or under the live stream post, so you guys can actually follow along if you so desire. I should be doing that. Actually, I should also be dropping the live stream under the news thread. You'd think I'm a marketing guy or something, but maybe not so much. Luxembourg buys Bitcoin, and I hope. All right, good. Luxembourg Intergenerational Sovereign Wealth Fund at the FSIL has allocated 1% of its portfolio into Bitcoin ETFs, marking a landmark first for any Eurozone state. The move comes amid a growing trend of institutional adoption and sovereign-level Bitcoin integration, following precedents like El Salvador and Bhutan's hidden mining reserves. The fund's managers described the allocation as a strategic inflation hedge, quote, and innovation exposure, signaling the formal entrance of euro-denominated institutions into Bitcoin as an asset class. This could open the door for other EU nations, particularly those with strong financial sectors like the Netherlands or Ireland, to follow suit as regulatory clarity continues to improve across Europe. This one's a little bit concerning. $600,000 wrench attack in Tel Aviv. Israeli authorities have charged 2 suspects in connection with a violent home invasion and robbery targeting a crypto trader in Tel Aviv. The attackers allegedly used a wrench and physical coercion to force the victim to transfer over $600,000 in Bitcoin and Tether. This is usually called a $20 wrench attack or something like that. The case underscores the continued threat of $5 wrench attacks. Yeah, $5 10 years ago. Going to be $20 for that wrench now. A term coined for real-world physical assaults to steal crypto from private wallets. Despite increasing institutional safeguards, self-custody remains vulnerable to human coercion. Law enforcement says these suspects were tracked using blockchain forensics and surveillance footage, with additional accomplices still under investigation. Be careful, fam. Do not flaunt. This is with crypto or anything. You don't want to flaunt your wealth or your holdings, because there are bad people in the world that will seek to take the opportunity to liberate you of your wealth however they can. And if they think they can intimidate you, and we're all human, we're all vulnerable, we're all mortal, and it's not hard to do if you don't have a conscience. Stacking DAO, liquid stacking rates, STSDX. So Stacks has fast, low-fee transactions, proof of transfer security, which ties it to the Bitcoin blockchain and gives you the opportunity to earn Bitcoin when you stack your stacks and participate in proof of transfer security. Stacking DAO gives you options on how you earn your stacking rewards. You can choose to participate in regular stacking. You're getting native Bitcoin rewards at 9.51% APY, or you can get liquid staking stacks, STSTX, which you earns your yield in stacks at 8.20% APY, or you can earn your yield in SBTC with STSTX BTC at 7.96%. Head over to Stacking DAO now to jump in and participate. Citi backs BVNK. In a sign of deepening bank adoption of crypto infrastructure, Citi has invested in BVNK, a London-based platform providing settlement, stablecoin issuance, and treasury solutions for financial institutions. The investment aims to bridge traditional banking with blockchain-native payment systems. Citi has been gradually building digital asset capabilities, launching tokenized deposit pilots, and exploring on-chain repo settlements. BVNK's platform supports stablecoins across multi-networks, enabling instant cross-border settlements and fiat on-ramps. The move shows how legacy banks are increasingly interested in the picks and shovels layer of Web3, positioning themselves for stablecoin regulation expected in 2026. That's huge, by the way. More banking, just the adoption is getting just very, very mainstream, very matter of fact, not theoretical, not testing it out, but actually going in on things. And it's a good time to be here, my friends. Keep building your bags. Pay attention, hold strong. There's a lot of good things to feel good about. China limits rare earth exports. This is a little bit of a different direction on this. China, the world's dominant supplier of rare earth elements, is tightening export restrictions on key materials like neodymium and dysprosium, vital for electric vehicles, semiconductors, and crypto mining hardware. The new measures follow rising tensions with Western economies and growing domestic demand. Analysts warn that this could disrupt global chip manufacturers and hardware supplies chains, potentially increasing mining equipment costs and reducing GPU availability. The policy shift reflects China's leverage in the global tech race and could indirectly impact the crypto sector through hardware constraints and higher energy component prices. There's always a potential downside risk, and you don't know everything. That's why we don't invest money we cannot afford to lose, because while things can look great, they aren't always as great as they look. Bitflow is the top DEX on Stacks. They aggregate all the best prices on Alex Arcadico and Villar. They have tons of awesome tools. Get over, swap smarter, start swapping today at bitflow.finance. Fireblocks expands custody network. Digital asset infrastructure giant Fireblocks announced new partnerships with Galaxy-backed FalconX, Castle Island, and several other institutions to expand its regulated custody of trading network. Operating under Fireblocks Trust Company, a New York Department of Financial Services regulated entity, the initiative enhances the ability of institutions to hold, transfer, and trade digital assets securely under compliance frameworks. The expansion comes as regulatory scrutiny intensifies around custodial risks post-Celsius and FTX years ago. Fireblocks' qualified trust model is designed to separate customer assets, reduce counterparty risk, and attract large-scale capital into the digital asset market. This is a big deal. Bullish if you're in the space. And the last news story, we got PayPay buys 40% of Binance Japan. SoftBank-backed payments app PayPay has acquired a 40% equity stake in Binance Japan, deepening its push into digital finance. The deal integrates PayPay's 60 million Japanese users with Binance's crypto trading capabilities, enabling seamless conversions between fiat and crypto assets. It represents one of the largest collaborations between a major fintech and a global exchange. The partnership is seen as a major step for regulated crypto growth in Japan, where stricter compliance has limited exchange activity in recent years. For Binance, it's a strategic pivot after its global regulatory headwinds, finding regional partners to localize access and regain market share in Asia. It's a big deal. I actually wonder whether it has anything to do with it being part of the catalyst for the recent action on Binance, and if it's being announced now, then the sell pressure has already been exhausted. The buy pressure has already been exhausted. So you might want to look at the charts, plan your positions in BNB accordingly. Not financial advice. ETF flows on October 8th, 2025. Bitcoin spot ETF saw 145.2 million in net inflows. Fidelity's FBTC led with 97 million, while BlackRock's IBIT saw 22 million in outflows. Ethereum's ETFs posted 48.6 million in inflows, marking 6 consecutive days of positive flows, led by Fidelity's FETH, 29 million. We source this info from Social Value, The Block, and Crypto Slate, which are mostly reliable. Degrad's Cohort 3, final count. We've had 48 average. It says 131, and that's what the ChatGPT tabulated from the master list. However, I think our actual total is 126, and I didn't have time to cross-check between the two to make sure, see which one was actually accurate. So somewhere between 125 and 138 total applications with an average funding ask of $4,800. All of the stewards are going to have a lot of work. DeFi and tooling had 49 applications, Creator Track 45, Community and Social 34, and Blue Sky Track 22 total applications. I think there was like 3 in Blue Sky Track last time, 3 or 5 or something like that. And all of these numbers are up. Well done to the stewards. $100,000 in total builder funding is available. Next up, we will be reviewing and scoring these applications. On the calendar for today, the Whatever Morning Space with Binta and the Good Vibe Tribe. It's a great way to start your day. We do this show every morning with me, GP, 300. I keep my process. I keep having to retrain ChatGPT. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. But it keeps like Hana's at handle should be on here, and I'm telling him now. I'm sorry about that. 9:30, we have Find to Earn rounds with the Game Master Zenatron. At 11 a.m., we are going to head over to the Bitcoin Pepe Touched Grass space with Mark, Fleets, and Nobody and the gang. 5:30, all things crypto. I left off Dave, Cool, Nat, Landy, and all the guys. That's a great time. Go check them out. And we will be up checking in with ecosystem updates, quests, and bounties all day long. Get over to the DeOrganized Media calendar if you're interested in getting on there, and we will get you to it. Real quick before I bring on the homies, just want to shout out our amazing sponsors over at BitFlow and Stacking DAO. We are very, very blessed to have such great marketing partners supporting what we do here at DeOrganized, and we love what they're doing over at Stacking DAO, the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO has changed the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums and users start earning rewards immediately, so there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. You can choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. I use both. If you want to start earning rewards today, head over to stackingdao.com and jump in. Stacking DAO is where liquidity meets opportunity. And BitFlow is the top DEX on Stacks because they let you trade native BTC, STX, SBTC, USDC, runes, and more all in one place by aggregating the best prices on Alex, Arcadico, and Valar across the entire Stacks ecosystem. Recently, BitFlow rolled out Flex Pools launching with STX to support liquid staking assets, offering flexible deposits, smarter rewards, and deeper liquidity. No impermanent loss when you go and stack your STX tokens into the pools, earn some yield, and no impermanent loss. You don't have to balance the pool distribution with STX. So you can just put all of your STX into STX, deposit it into the pools, provide liquidity, earn some farming rewards, and not experience impermanent loss between your STX and STX token. Very easy to do, and really looking forward to the HODL market maker, the advanced market maker, where you're going to actually be able to choose where you put your liquidity and what prices you're interested in providing liquidity into the pools over at BitFlow. It's coming soon. Let me bring on the homies. I'm talking too much today, guys. I'm sorry. I'm slow, old. My beard matches my shirt. What's up, homie? How you doing today, GP?
Good morning, Peace. Doing good. Getting ready for the Stacking DAO Pokemon tournament, and getting ready for the rest of the week, handling the business.
Stacking DAO tournament. Oh, the poker tournament's this weekend?
Yeah, I have the poker tournament this weekend, and I also have the weekly Pokemon TCG Pocket League that I'm hosting.
Oh, and that's today?
Yeah, it's today.
All right. I get confused between you have too many things. I can't keep track.
So many things.
I hope you're doing well this morning, brother. That was a great show last night, by the way. I didn't catch the whole thing, but I saw Jack jumped in and Blockface jumped in. You guys got some great turnout. So
yeah, it was a good show.
Nice.
Shout out to the guys.
And I didn't have to join, which caught me a little bit of a break. Got to work on a couple of other things. Good morning, Hunter. How you doing today, brother?
Hunter.
Can't hear you, man.
Are you muted?
Oh, man, he's saying a mouthful, too.
I know, man.
Whatever he's saying, I wish we could hear it.
Homie.
Can you hear us, man?
No. Let me put it in the... No.
Can't hear you. Dang. Oh man, he was.
I was having trouble with X this morning.
Yeah, I had to drop out this morning for the space too. Not only was I 7 or 8 minutes late, but when I first tried to jump in, it told me I couldn't ask for a mic, and I rugged.
Issues.
What up?
There he is. I can hear him.
What up? What up?
There
what
he
up?
is.
What up?
Anna,
what's up,
GM, brother.
Morning, dude.
What's good, legends?
You're a little,
yeah.
got a little bit of
everything is
lag,
well.
my man. You got a little bit of lag.
I don't know.
We'll deal with it. But just let you know.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's restream. It's kind of laggy. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about it. It could just be the interwebs this morning. GM Pip in the live chat. What's up, brother? P Lord.
P for the win. Yes. Oh, I'm really excited to start testing on that HODL MM, man. Very exciting. They're going to have different ways that you can, provide your liquidity. They're going to automate it with the bitflow keepers. Yeah, I'm really excited to do some testing on this thing.
Yeah, super excited. It looks like it's going to be really awesome. And it's I can't wait to play around with it, to be honest with you myself. We had them on, like, I want to say Diego, it was like almost 2 months ago when Diego came on and told us all about it. And it's kind of been like, come on guys. So when they let me know on I think it was Monday morning or Tuesday. I can't even keep track of what days are anymore. What days are days, like which days are which anymore. But earlier this week they like sent me a, hey, we're going to do the beta test, and then we're expanded to broader testing once we do the beta test, and send it out to a few people. And I sent it out to you, obviously you guys, and a couple of other OGs, high level testers in the ecosystem. So we got some OG. We got a good cohort so far. They will probably open it up to more people soon. And if you are interested in testing that out, you can always DM me. We'll get you in there. DM Big Mac. Diego said DM me, but to DM him, but he's super busy. So I would go with Big Mac or Samisa first if you're really interested, or hit me up, and we'll get you set up if you're interested in testing that out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be real fun. And obviously testing out there's no reward. That's not what this is about. This is to just participate, provide some valuable feedback, and be a Chad in the ecosystem.
Yeah.
I can't speak for them, but I'm not anticipating a reward for this test net. It's just to help out.
Well, I want to be able to test on the future of Bitcoin capital markets.
Yes. Well, I'm really intrigued as to how that's actually how it's going to function when you can target the liquidity ranges you want your liquidity to be in. And how does that even work if it goes outside of that range, does it just automatically remove your liquidity? Like, do you automatically pull it out? How does that work?
Test it for you.
Right.
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know how exactly all of that works, but I'm going to be doing some testing on it and figuring it out.
Right. We'll probably report on it along the way too.
For sure, you'll see a little bit of the HODL MM, posted on DeOrganized. So the DGrants cohort 3 applications closed at 11:59 a.m. or p.m. last night. How many applications did we end up getting?
The count on the sheet says 126.
It's giant.
When I ran it through ChatGPT, it interpreted 131. So I don't know if it's picking up like, it makes sense that it might have like 5 extra from like the sheets, like the title line in the sheets, like the field line. So that's probably what it is. It's probably 126.
So you're all those 106.
There's 126 of them. There's 5 stewards, and so we have to go through all of them. We have to determine which ones we're going to fund. A lot of I can't speak for everybody exactly. We're all going to do it a little bit differently, and we're going to collaborate. I'm going to look for input from the other stewards and our mentors on I'm not looking to be a sole decision maker on who's getting funding and who's not. That's not my plan. And that's kind of like what we talked about yesterday as a group. That's the intent. But my plan also is, before I review with groups, I'm going to go through all of them individually in my track and make sure that it's clear. I'm going to get any clarification from the applicants. If anyone's making part of some of the discussions we had were some people were making. I thought it was pretty clear in a lot of the conversations we had, but maybe not in the application itself. the timeline for this. Your milestone should be like 8 to 12 weeks. Cohort closes like at the latest early February, and you really want to be like you don't want to have all your last milestone to be up against that date. You want to have it achieved before that. And a lot of people were like putting like, here's my project, here's like my full funding for my project. It's a year-long plus roadmap. And so it's like they just didn't quite understand the structure and the purpose of D grants in a lot of the applicants, not all of them. And I think the applicants that came in later were a little bit more geared towards a realistic short-term milestone and a realistic funding model. And this came together kind of quickly. It was, we had proposed it back at the end of the year last year, but there's been a lot of developments at Stacks in the last year, in the last 6 months even. So getting this forward, getting it funded, getting it done in the short time frame, and getting this much participation is a huge win. I think it's like 20. It's a 25% increase in total applications over cohort 2, which was a huge success. Right now, it's about figuring out which, I have to go through. I have to really understand all of these projects. I have 20 or 22 or something in my track, which is less than everybody else. So thank God for that. But there's a lot of work here still. There's a lot of work here to do to go through all these. Just reviewing 20-something applications is going to take me at least a couple days just to review them. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think what Michael's building, Blockbase is building, is interesting. The AI that will be able to go through and kind of read through these D grants applications and give feedback and all of that stuff. Really interesting. That'd be a cool tool for our stewards.
Yeah, I will definitely be trying to play. Of course, I'm going to use the AI anyway. Like I'm going to put the application data in. I'm going to take them one at a time. I might create a different thread for each one, so it's not getting confused, because you can confuse the AI. So I'll probably have like 20
different persons for each.
What was that, Hannah?
Oh, I was saying you're going to create a different persona for each application, right?
I probably won't do a full project, but I'll create an individual chat thread for each one.
Yeah, there needs to be a Gordon Ramsay.
So I have a D Grants cohort 3 project already set up, and so I'll probably just do threads on the individual threads under that project, and for each application, and that way I can have the whole thread. I can even potentially share the thread with the applicant and just say, hey, here's what we're thinking, me and ChatGPT, my friend, and see what. By the way, I just noticed your title today, and
I'm not Fresh McSteppins.
That can't be you, because I saw both you and Fresh McSteppins in the same space this morning.
We're talking at the same time.
You were talking at the same. You were definitely talking at the same time. I definitely saw that.
Now people think it's GP because he was ragging on the space for a bit.
I was having so much trouble. Yeah, I'm Fresh McSteppins, guys. You caught me.
It definitely kind of. It could have been you making that voice. I don't really know.
Yeah, no, I could see it. I can see it, right?
It's actually landing. You're playing both sides at the same time.
I get it. Double H for fresh and moist. I can see it. So
yo, guys, what did you get on the George memes?
I got a really interesting one. Let me see if I can find it. I posted it yesterday.
I got the Statue of Liberty.
Oh man, really?
Whoa,
I did,
bro, that's sick.
Nice.
I got the Statue of Liberty, and I saw Godzilla on the like. What'd you get?
Man, I got a naked. They're so.
Oh, you got the naked. That was the one you drew, and then you put it on the
Yeah.
you put it on the market, and he bought it. That's funny.
Give it to him. Yeah, but the Statue of Liberty is a banger, bro.
It is, dude. Here, I'll pull it up. Pull it up.
Hold on, I'm going to show you guys I just pulled mine up, so I'm going to show you guys mine. I got this one. I guess it resonates, right?
Oh, trippy hippie stuff, right? You got the shroomies.
Magic mushrooms. You got the shrooms.
Right? I got the mushrooms field right there.
Okay.
I feel like you're doing hard time if you get caught with that many mushrooms, but yeah, I just told him it's an interesting weekend adventure image, you know.
It is.
By the way, I don't really do that anymore.
But back in the day, though,
I think it's medicine. I just haven't really needed it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but let's see yours. Let's see the Statue of Liberty.
Here we go. I'll pull it up, man. Let me show you guys my stuff. Really cool. I love the artwork on this mint. This mint was fly as a bird. Let me see if I can't pull up the full size. That way we can just take a look at it right here.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, sick.
Oh hell yeah!
Wow, very sick. Interesting pixel art going on here. I do like it, and this collection's a banger too. Let's take a look at some of the other images and go through here.
And minted out live on DeOrganized Media. That was pretty cool.
Collections offers all the way to 21 STX.
No
very
way.
Fly, dude.
Not maybe like 210.
Maybe. Need a 20x on these. But yeah, dude, these are really cool, man. I like the style. These and then George was saying in the Leo group chat, if Godzilla was still listed today, that he would be sweeping Godzilla. This is fly. I think it's really cool,
bro. The one with Charlie Sheen, bro. He wanted it, so it's not listed. The one with Charlie Sheen is.
I haven't seen it yet.
There's a Charlie Sheen one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I saw a Charlie Sheen one. I think it's there. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, he wants that. Rick's Charlie Sheen.
Insane, dude.
That is. Oh, we got Tenderly in the house this morning.
Welcome, Tenderly.
How you doing today?
Good morning, dude.
GM, sir.
Oh.
Good morning, sir.
GM. What are you
sir,
working on today?
Sir?
What are you working on today, Tenderly?
Tenderly's working on making a movie. Did you guys see that?
I did, actually.
Yeah, I saw it. It's pretty good. I think if he gets right equipment, cameras, I think we're going to have something amazing.
It's actually time for us to create a second DeOrganized handle on X and let our brothers like Tenderly. Tenderly asked me the other day about setting up a DeOrganized Africa channel. But I think I want to make it more like a DeOrganized, like a Youngbloods channel, or like guys with the have it be more like for you guys to put content on, and you guys can run it. Kind of like we'll create it, it'll be under our brand. We'll manage it and everything, but you guys can use it to like put stuff out under the brand label. What do you think about that?
It's interesting. It's more to manage, but like if we have bodies that are willing to man it and take care of it, like to post their content, we could definitely highlight some of the content that these all the guys are making and putting it out on the timeline. I think it's a cool idea. It's interesting.
just because it's hard. That number one, I know
Yeah.
he wants to start kind of just doing his thing and putting it out there, and I think there's probably more guys out there that are looking to do that too. And you're putting out great content. So, what do you think about that, Tenderly?
Yes, sir. That would be a nice one too, as well.
You would be interested in doing that, like putting like you'd be an official deorganized correspondent, and we'll figure it out. Like I got to figure out how I want to structure what I want to brand the channel as, but um, I mean we could call it Deorganized Africa, but I think that's almost too generic. I want to make it cooler, like a little hipper than that. But I did.
Deal,
I
bro.
like the ideas of having chapters.
Yeah, it could be right. We'll talk. Well, I didn't forget about that when you mentioned that last week. I just haven't had enough time to develop the idea and figure out which direction. But it's very interesting, and it's something I am taking seriously, and I think it would be a mutually beneficial development to do something like that.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the shout out too, as well.
Right on. Maybe we'll also create a deorganized sports channel or something like that.
Have like gaming, sports, all that
Esports.
stuff. Yeah.
Esports. There you
dude.
go.
Honey, you've been killing it with your gaming streams. I thought that was really cool to see. Like I'll wake up or before bed and I like it. It's like super late and I'm still working.
Oh, by the way, Hannah, Nick from Bitcoin. I had a meeting with Nick last night. We do a weekly meeting, and he said, "Oh, by the way, I wanted to remind you because I'm part of my deal with him is everything we do on Deorganized and everything we do through Restream is supposed to also be put on his channel." And then when you were first talking about doing that, kind of like as a pilot, I was like, "Well, just do it. Don't put it on everything because I don't know if he wants it on." He was like, "Oh no, I absolutely do want it on there." So from now on, when you drop those, definitely put them on your channels too. Put them on Deorganized and Bitcoin Live as well. We want them on there. Keep
Nice. So he wants those he wants also those streams on Bitcoin Live.
Yes. So put them on Bitcoin Live, and obviously we're happy to have them on Deorganized too. So
definitely.
He made a point of saying, "Oh, by the way, tell Hannah, please put those on Bitcoin Live too." I think it's great content. He thinks it's good stuff. So
I think just all you have to do is like sign it up, like sign up the Bitcoin Live account, and then you can click it on Restream, right, and it'll stream it from the Bitcoin Live.
Right, it's in there as a channel now, so you should just be able to like switch the tab on.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Definitely, I'll do that. If I get lost, I'll just.
You know who to ask.
Yeah, definitely. I'll go to GP. Yeah, and also I'm trying to get GP on Steam.
Yes.
Get GP on ASAP. Steam, Epic. Yeah, there are a whole bunch of games that have so much
followers,
audience that we can leverage and get those followers to be in this ecosystem. Because my stream now, I'm crossing them over Facebook, Twitch. I have some people coming through commenting, and I make sure if you saw on the stream, I have and also I tell people to follow Deorganized.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. Nick was like, "Hey, I would love to have that on Bitcoin Live. If he, please have him share it on there too." And it doesn't hurt to have it on Deorganized as well. Getting it out to all of the channels is great.
Yeah, that is so true. Yeah, GP, please come through to Steam, and then we can cook something.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a great idea. Check out what type of games they have on there. Do some, some gaming related shows. I definitely want to come on your stream. Do you have your own studio in there?
Yeah, even reviews. You mean what?
Do you have your own studio for the gaming streams? Should do some branding around it.
Yeah, the organized one.
Yeah, we should
Or
create a
Restream.
studio for that gaming stream and set up like some
Yeah.
assets for it, some branding
that.
around it.
You don't have a but you don't have a studio in Restream set up for under the Bitcoin Live Restream. You can set up you broadcast with your own studio in there, right? Like you're not using the morning show studio.
Yeah, I'm not using
like,
the morning show studio because I was afraid that I can tweak something that I'm not that I'm not able to fix. So yeah, I need some walkthroughs so that
we can definitely help you.
I
set
can
up a
have like a
so
studio.
that you have your own. Yeah, no, we'll take that. We'll get you set up right, man. We'll get you set up right. Make it easier. You can set your own captions. We'll give you a folder. So we'll talk offline about that. We'll get you set up for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then we can make some like see how up in the here we need this here in design. You can go and put on the mic, right? Like put like things like this. Maybe we put like it says DeOrganized Games across like in front of the mic or something like that. Some type of branding surrounding it would be really cool.
You know what I'm seeing right now is to all entertainment streams where we have Tinderly who's doing the movie style. We have GP who's making games. We have me who's playing games, and we have the news anchor, which is UPs. And yeah, this is massive, and I see the vision. It's gonna be big.
We talk about it as a show, but really it's a channel. We're a media channel, and we'll cover anything. It doesn't have to be just stacks related, or just crypto related, or just news related, or just financial crypto news related. Like we can absolutely do. The more we do, the more it'll all like bring different audiences into different spheres too. Like, if you're making that gaming content and then all of a sudden we have, hey, here's Cryptonauts. It's just a game. It's not a crypto game. It's just a game. Come play this game. And then they get exposed to stacks that way.
Yeah, the onboarding was crazy. Sorry, Hannah.
And I wanted to say Cryptonauts, if it's added to Steam, bro, trust me, stacks is gone, bro. There, yeah.
Steam. I have a Steam account. I don't have it installed on this computer because I don't play games because I'm old and I don't have time. By the time I have any time to sit down and play a game, I just don't. Like, it's like, I'm going to set it up and get it all loaded and then fall asleep while I'm sitting here trying to play it. So I just don't bother.
Thanks, dude.
But I was a gamer. I used to play John Madden football like nonstop. I would set up my franchise. I would run the draft. I'd take it. Like, I'd have my whole weekend when I was off, if I was off, my whole weekend in between taking care of the kids, I'd be sitting on the couch playing Madden, running my franchise, going through the whole 30 years, grooming my quarterback, creating my guys. Like I've done I played a little bit of NBA 2K back in the day. I've played Fortnite a bit back when it was like my one of my sons started playing Fortnite before they were even had building, before they were doing the building feature. Like, you couldn't build anything. There was no resources. It was literally just find people and kill them. And I started playing a little bit back then. And then my now 17-year-old son was probably about 11 or 12. And early on, I lucked my way when they first introduced squads, I lucked my way into a solo squads victory where I didn't even end up getting one kill. I just hit and ran, and the other guy died in the storm first, at the end. So
Winner, dinner, chicken dinner.
and I've lauded it over my
Camping.
Yep.
Camping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I bust my son's. Back in the day, he would get so mad. I'm like, I'm obviously better than you. Have you ever gotten a solo squads victory? And he'd be like, "Yeah, you got no kills." So I was like, that's even more impressive. How could you do that? And so that's my claim to fame. Fortnite.
Yeah,
I
and
got a solo
Peace
squad.
it needs a tent.
for camping.
Yes, dude.
They call it.
Yeah, and also the good thing, it's not gaming only. They now have softwares where you be building assets. Also, you can create games using. So Steam is not only a gaming platform only, like what GP is doing, like creating softwares on there, like Maximo, where you'll be animating your characters, making 3D renders, meshes, and stuff.
So there's a lot more tools on there.
Yeah, you can check it out.
Insane. Yeah, I think that crypto dude is he's already signed up to have Cryptonauts launched and listed on Steam. So that'll be interesting.
Do you guys have a timeline for a game launch?
Yeah. I think he's trying to do the Season 0 Battle Pass within the next 2 months.
That's
So like before the end of the year.
Not bad. That's a short timeline for where you guys started from zero. You guys started from. I wonder if we could make a game.
Right. It was like,
Yeah.
hey, let's look into making a game and getting into the gaming vertical. And then it's like, okay, well, we'll find a game developer that can help us, that is familiar with Unreal Engine, and then help us connect Stacks authentication flows through it. And then he looked into it and then just started building on it himself, while we were looking. So yeah, dude iterates very quickly. Him and CryptoSmith are very, very talented and well-versed in Clarity. So,
And just general, like, being cracked devs. Like, they understand the front end stuff and the back end stuff. They're really good. Real quick, I want to just play a quick word from our sponsors. We're going to be back with Find to Earn rounds shortly. I got the guys in the comments letting us know. And I want to just say, Alsha Hassan Baba, make a comment underneath the live stream, not in the live chat, but underneath the live stream, so that the Game Master can get your X handle. We can't get the X handles from the live chat. If you want to be added to the whitelist, we will be back after a quick word from our sponsor. Stay tuned. Find to Earn rounds coming up shortly. It is time. The Game Master is here, but I turned him off. Turned him on, turned him off. Game Master is here in his true form. How are you today, sir?
GM Mordos. I am fine.
GM.
We are back with another episode of Find to Earn, where you are given a link to Google Maps starting location, an image to find in Street View, and the first person that finds it with the proper coordinates within 3 steps wins the prize for the round. We have round sponsored by LeoCoin, Bitcoin Pepe. It is Bitcoin Pepe Thursday. LeoCoin, Bitcoin Pepe, Flat Earth, Nakamoto One, Droid Project, and the STX AI POS Stacks token today, plus our everyday jackpot round starting with 20 STX sponsored by Skullcoin. And you guys get an advantage. These rounds are played on Skullcoin BTC on X, but you guys get an advantage tuning into the live stream because we give you a countdown so you know when the game rounds are launched. And we also always provide the treasure image on the live stream before we give the countdown, so you get an added advantage tuning into the live stream. Say hi in the live chat if you're playing. Also, 2 rules on Find to Earn. You must share out the live stream, like and repost the live stream, and make sure you like and repost the game rounds. You have to like and repost the game rounds in order to be eligible to win. If you guess the right answer, you are first, and you did not like and repost the game round or like and share out the live stream, the prize goes to me. So don't share out the live stream.
Line
Right
pockets.
So this is the image you're going to be looking for. You got this brick house. It's on the corner. I'm looking at some of these curves in the streets. That's some information. You got the hedge here. You're going to have the starting location in the link dropped on the Skullcoin BTC page. That will be on the countdown. And this round is sponsored by Flat Earth. The flat is real. Check them out. Silky Jones. It's a great project. Really looking forward to some of the cool things coming and some of the collabs they have planned out throughout the Stacks ecosystem. Check them out now. Flat Earth on Stacks. And that game round starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go. Hajime.
Hyundai, Hajime.
All right, so I'm going to go to the Skullcoin page. I'll play at least this first round so GP can have a break. If he wants to take over after, he can. But I'm going to find the game round. I'm going to like and repost the game round. We only got 3 reposts, but 10 likes, guys.
Got to repost the podcast.
Clicking that link. And I'm now in my link. All right, so there's definitely a lot of curves around the neighborhood here. We're not sure where this might be.
It is very close.
Maybe right there. No, that wasn't the right one. Game Master said very close.
Good morning, Mike.
What's going
Welcome,
on?
dude. I like your background.
Hero's been cooking on the Geigerverse.
I saw that, dude. He made Giga Pepe dancing. He had all the moves. I like
Okay, the winner of first round is a new player, Bojagbon. Maybe he won.
Congratulations. I found it, but I was late. I should have listened to the Game Master and just gone right back to the starting location. How you actually submit your offer or your offer. How you submit your guess. You click share, you click copy link, come back over to the game round post, and drop it in the comments.
It's a great song.
You digging it?
very epic.
A little loud, but it is good.
Silver hit $50 for the first time ever.
Actually, for the first time in a long time, it did actually hit $50 like 15 years ago. It was literally just before, it was the day. So right after silver hit $50, Obama came out and declared that they had actually caught Osama bin Laden, and he had this big, huge press conference. It was really weird. You guys should go check it out. And then silver price crashed simultaneously. It was really
Coincidence.
An odd happenstance, yeah. I actually was an investor in silver back at the time, so I was a little pissed.
Bug.
At the time, JPM was naked short selling silver like there was nobody's business. And I should have realized that that didn't mean that the price was going to go up. They weren't getting short squeezed. But anyway, congratulations to our winner. We have whitelist rounds launching shortly. And does somebody want to stream for the whitelist rounds? Or do you want me to continue, guys?
I can play.
All right. What, Mike?
I have
Play?
to put on my glasses.
My glasses, jinkies.
I got to put on my glasses.
Jinkies.
Okay, let's go. My
Place and Velma, they look just alike.
Mike, calm down, please.
Alright, let's go. Ooh.
5, 4, 3, 2,
This
1.
isn't right.
Let's go.
One.
Two pictures, 2 locations.
Have to reorganize.
Go in there and give them the business.
And then land it. Come on. Alright. First things first. Second things second. Let's find. We are looking for a lady robot. A lady. Oh my god. She's almost having a train run over her.
No. At a time like this, not the train.
I wasn't drinking my coffee that time. Speaking of, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go heat up my coffee. You guys do this train joke without me.
Da 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 da.
GPSC, how would you describe this?
You know that is
Is
a
that?
thick-looking robot. Thick up.
I mean, they are often known to frequent trainages. All right, so we're looking for. We're in Huga's Fluke, right? This feels like a Huga's Fluke, right? Yeah, total Huga's Fluke. See, I got it. I knew it. I can tell by the street what race it is. Sorry. Right? Nice. Huga's Fluke. Where is this? See?
Where are you looking around at? It's in Sweden.
Right? Flugenflug.
Sweden. Okay.
Right? Like
I get it.
Swedish chef. Right? This guy.
Okay, Sukuna is the first winner,
Ah,
and we're
you know, this guy.
waiting for the second. The second winner is
Flugenflug. Alright. So where are we in the world? Whoa. Damn.
the white crypt, I believe. Okay.
Whoa. 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 Alright, sorry. I like the way it spins. Alright. Let's fucking this. I forgot what we're looking for. Oh yeah, we're looking for the how could I forget? The robot circumference bike trains. Oh. She's probably yeah. Whoa. So what are we looking at? See? I knew it. Trains. Yeah.
Blockface, what up?
What's going on? How are you? How things?
Wait,
I'm doing fine, my friend.
I'm looking
Doing
for
fine, my friend.
I'm looking for a robot who is running with train. All right. I think it's right here, right?
could be.
Here-ish?
Right. We have
No.
like 8 winners right now, and they're all just like, "Come on."
Come on.
They're like, "Come on, Scott."
It's taking so long.
What's Scott?
Mascan.
So, I'm looking for Fluke. Look at this. Where'd he go? I hate when they disappear. It's a beautiful street, though, eh?
Where is this?
Yeah.
Looking for. It's the land of this guy. Aw,
Poodoo.
a serious looking dog. But then again, they don't really. Sweden's not known for their fun. So
Oh, Zenny, did you should actually have received an allotment of Lobo token runes from Google.
Really?
Yeah, he's told me he sent it yesterday, so you should have it in that in the runes wallet on the Find to Earn wallet, in the runes address.
what about find to
Okay, I will
yearn?
check later. I will check.
300, what about find to yearn?
Fine
By the way,
to
please,
Yeah.
with the application, maybe we should divide on the milestones, something like this. I will contact you.
Yeah, and yes, we'll be in touch.
Yeah.
There were 100 guys that didn't get this, so Blockface any 126 applications for
Yeah.
these grants.
Congratulations.
insane.
So we got a lot of work to do as far as going through all of these apps and everything.
Yeah, I
Unless somebody
submitted.
could create like some kind of sticky AI that'll help
Well,
us.
actually, yeah. You want to run it through?
Not right now live because I'm not sure what information is in there that
No.
I can't
Wait,
share.
you know what I mean?
But yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I have my own plan to use like ChatGPT, but
Yeah.
why not use multiple tools, right? Figure out which one does what. Probably
Yeah,
help you get some feedback on honing in your tool.
Yeah, I was thinking about.
So what's
stickies.
better?
Go ahead. Sorry.
What's better, ChatGPT or Claude?
Depends on what you're doing, I think.
It.
I mean for the work. that you want to
Oh,
do. I was
that's
just
what I need to
asking
tell
that
you.
is
Sorry, that's what I
I
need
can
to
drop
tell
you
you.
the website, and there is a different, it depends what you do, there is different stats.
So you know how there's Claude,
Let's run
Oh.
the Pep again in 5,
Gemini,
4, 3,
3.
1. Let's go.
So
Let's go.
Find the
Magic.
Pep.
Ande, Jekalo.
This is the second whitelist round, or is this an open round?
It's open round. We have all other open rounds.
All right.
300, you use Nano Banana, right?
He does.
Yes, I use Nano Banana.
Okay, so this is what Rocky told me about yesterday. This is Google's response to Amazon's Claude. This is Gemini. This is like the nerdy terminal kind of view. But imagine on your computer now, you have Nano Banana, and they have a free tier, right? 1 million token context window. Imagine what kind of JSON you can put in that. And so the reason I mention it is, the lady with the train, Gemini, CLI, Nano. There were people that are using Nano through their CLI to use all of these. See these? So now
I'm gonna see.
you see
Hold
that?
on, I'm trying to stream the game at the same
Oh
time.
my god.
Tell him. All right, hold on.
It's okay. No, it's okay. You do your thing.
I wonder if we can do it like
Okay,
this.
the winner for Pepe game is RISTX. She was the first. She beat our pro players.
Congrats.
Let's
In
go.
the game.
Congrats.
Yeah. So Nano Banana on your computer.
Oh no, I
So
can't.
in the end of the show today, we'll
Wow,
close the
do I need
leaderboard.
to?
Oh, dang, my thing's not working right. Hold on.
Leaderboard is coming in the end of today's games.
Nice.
Yeah, we submitted I submitted like 3 grants at the last minute. One was the Stacks MCP server that an XRP developer did. Actually, it's pretty cool. And Meet Sticky, and then the evolution of TalkTalk.
Nice. Sir, you were one of the last minute applicants.
Didi was close. Sir Cunnilingus was close. Hazel came in. Wow, we had a lot of guesses on that last one too. So you submitted 3 last night?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Good luck, man. And, honestly, there's more good projects than there is budget for. That's really the problem right
We
now.
receive no funding for any of it. It's completely fine. Because the Saks MCP server is done. There's no milestones. It's actually done, surprisingly enough. So it's already on GitHub, open source, shared with the developers and the team. Meet Sticky is done too. There's nothing to be done. And if we're going to clone Mitchell, it probably should be owned by Stacks Labs anyways. So,
Okay, let's play the Leo game. Can you count down?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Let's go. Find the Leo.
Let's go.
And they find the Leo.
I'm just doing the post for leaderboard right now.
So is the leaderboard live? Or is it going live soon?
Wait for the post.
All right. When you make the post, it'll be live.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. We have the Leo coin. So that was real quick with the Bitcoin PayPay round, guys. Great job. Tons of people found that quickly. This one is the Leo cat round. The cat is on top of this building. And you're looking for that here.
Looks like a church or a mosque.
It does kind of look like a church type of building, but it might just be the architecture in the area. Trying to see.
Chugal.
That's Portugal.
Obrigado.
Is the winner?
Yeah,
It's Spanishy.
it is.
It's a bit Spanishy. Oh, nice. I mean, Portugal is as Spanish as you're gonna, like Spanishy as you're gonna get. You know?
It's Spanishy.
That's how it feels to me.
How was that description?
I mean, they're right beside Spain, right? That's as Spanishy as you can get.
They are.
Spanish, you know,
It's Spanish.
ish. I think you have to add another ish.
It is a Romance language. A Latin.
Okay, the winner is DeFi Dictator. Congrats.
DD, let's go.
Ooh,
Let's go, DD.
double D. That's what they call him in high school.
Double D, let's go.
You know, he eventually lost the weight.
Do you guys remember the cartoon Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
I did.
Double D.
Double D, man.
Yeah, it was one of the Eds.
Double D.
That's what they used to call 300 in college.
They did?
Wow.
Very famous. Big man on campus. They said.
Bad man.
Bodman on campus.
Bad man.
I didn't go to college. I was busy playing Street Fighter.
Shit.
I was busy making and having kids.
Shit.
Or hard knocks, they call that.
It was definitely a little challenging at times, I'll tell you that. But made some really awesome people. I cannot complain. We got, how many more rounds we got, Jenny?
We have last round.
Just the jackpot round to go?
Yeah.
All right, so we're waiting on the jackpot round. Everybody get back. Let us know in the live chat if you are ready. We'll be launching soon.
Yeah, we're launching soon. Okay, let's play the last round. Last round is funny for jackpot, like 25 stacks for the winner. It's not so hard. You have to find something that you can find easily, but we don't give you the clue. We give you like 5 minutes, but I believe we will see the winner. So after this round, we'll post our leaderboard. We pin this message. We ask you to repost and like it and find yourself. Also, you can connect your wallet to your our website. Okay, let's go. We start last round. Try and turn for today. Jackpot 25 stacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Hunter.
Let's go. Good luck, Hunter.
Ande, Kamaskan, Hajime.
Say hello.
Don't forget to like and repost the game round. Do not forget to like and repost the live stream, guys. It's very important. It helps us grow. If you like playing these games with us on the daily, the more viewership we get, the better it is for our sponsors. The more sponsors we can attract, the bigger the prizes, the more opportunities for you guys to play and win. So share out the live stream. It starts there. And I'm not ready to drop this in there. I gotta look at this image a little bit more. What am I looking for? I got a pink fence, pink building over there. Welcome to Duck School. All right, where do I see? Just 5 minutes today, Game Master.
Yeah.
No clue because it's not
No clue because it's a popular building like in this town country. I don't know how to say, but this is unusual building. Obviously, it's we see what is it.
it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah,
Just saying.
it's in Nigeria.
Oh, where's Tenderly? He probably knows it.
Checalo.
Maybe it's his town.
Nigeria is pretty big. Hey, Zenitron, when in Zimbabwe?
Zimbabwe. You know,
Yeah.
when you from Zimbabwe?
You ever hear that Bob Marley song, Zimbabwe? It's really good.
I'm not familiar, actually.
Oh, it's amazing.
I might be familiar and just not know the name.
1980 he came to Zim for the independence.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have something else I have to do today.
So what? So you're out of the frying pan and into the fire with D-Grants, right? You went from facilitating submissions to now, bad cop.
Yeah, now we have to be like, all right, we're gonna fund this one, but not that one, and
And then you're going to become everyone's enemies, and then they talk behind your back, and blah, blah, blah.
I've experienced that before.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
Yeah, believe it or not, there's a good amount of back talking. Behind the back talking, I should say.
Behind the back? It's almost like behind the back feels like front. Because if you're behind the back, right? That's the front, isn't it? Anyways.
I could see what you're saying.
Okay, they've been messing with us the whole time. Behind the back means front. I'm standing on that. Behind your back means in front of you.
No winner, huh? It's not that easy.
Maybe. I don't know. Let me check. I'm just preparing. I'm just trying to take everyone for leaderboard.
Because behind your front would be your back.
he's behind the front. I don't know, because behind. So if I'm holding my hands behind my back, it's relative to my front, my behind my back, right? I think that's where they are.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not turning the other way around, because I was considering the behind the. Well, this is where Chomsky gets involved, I think.
This is where Chomsky went.
Because of his grammar work.
Linguistics.
Yeah.
That's his whole thing was linguistics. Actually, probably the reason why we have the large language models that we have now.
Absolutely, it is. Without Chomsky, we have none of it. He probably predates von Neumann and all those folks in terms of their work.
Chat, you have just to find the school. Obviously.
Nobody yet. All right. Hold on. Just, it's not a restaurant.
I always thought it was funny that Chomsky didn't like monopolies when he worked for the biggest monopoly in the U.S.
I used to look up to him.
Ooh, what happened? Spicy. You better watch out. Chomsky's well loved.
Yeah, less so. He's earned less love.
Yeah.
He's become kind of.
I mean, like most, thoughts decline with age, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he became very, kind of like
a Chomsky.
He's old. He's old. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't wanna, he's old.
He had his time.
He's vulnerable.
Right. You're right.
He's about as reliable as Bernie Sanders to me now.
Whoa. People catching strays. What are you trying to say about Lord Bernie of Sandership?
Oh, God.
I thought that was the hero.
One of the most corrupt guys ever.
What? What are you saying?
Sold the entire leftist movement down the river.
Why? Because he gave in the last election?
And the one before that. And the one before that.
Wow.
Screw him.
Yeah. Hunters. While the hunters still searching, let's drop the leaderboard. Yeah. We are ready.
Oh, we're ready to do it now?
Yeah, so I just point every person. Let's do it right now.
All right. So hold on. Let me actually. You just made the post?
I'm ready to post it.
All right. We have no winner for the jackpot round?
Yeah, we'll give the clue after.
All right, so we're going to make the post and then do a clue. So why don't you drop it, and I'll share the screen, and we can show the post, and then we'll go to the...
Okay, let's drop the clue, because people seems like...
Drop the clue, and then go to and give them... So you guys are going to get the clue for the jackpot round. We're going to show the leaderboard. We're going to go over that. You have until we're done.
Yeah, everyone, you have to go to northeast. Northeast, there will be the school. Go.
I think I actually found it. That's hilarious.
Everybody, let go.
Well, I found a school. I gotta find the heart of the school. I didn't find the right school.
It's outside the city, from the city.
Oh, it's a different school. There's a couple of different schools around here, Zenny.
Yeah, this school is outside from the town.
I'm basically just looking at GPS.
What'd you say?
You're on main.
Why am I?
Yeah, on the main screen, bro. You're the main
I
attraction.
Enjoy it.
Oh, it's GP on here.
No. Yeah, try the other way.
Pass the way. Pass the way, bro.
Okay, hunters, 1 minute, like outside the town. If there will be no winner, I will take this one.
Let's go, hunters. Yeah. I think Tyndall would have got this one.
We should have Binta and Tinderly have a competition to see who has more energy. Like an energy off.
That's not fair. Tenderly is like 12
Congrats.
years old.
Finally.
I got my money on Binta.
The winner is Isaac. Congrats, man.
Hey, let's go.
And
Jikalo.
now we pause.
Jekalo.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Now let's go. I'm posting right now. I hope it's possible to post with so many people. Okay, let's go.
$1,128 hunts completed, $10,000 in prizes, 156 victors immortalized, every name earned, every win verified. Let's go. Lots of participants.
That's some grant money right there.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone, please repost, like, and share. We pin this message and talking about. So there is a all-time leaderboard for all time, and there is a weekly leaderboard. Weekly leaderboard just delayed for maybe 1 week, so it will be refreshed. But all-time leaderboard is correct. And that's it.
Let's go. Oh, so the leaderboard, it's not up on the website just yet.
No, you have just to.
Oh, here's
on
the
the
link. I missed the link. I missed the link in the first post. So
Here
we are. All right. Here, Isaac is number 2, and he comes in with the last win on the jackpot round today. Awesome work, man.
Legend.
Hazel is up there. Dee Dee's up there. All these guys, all the regulars are up here. And I got knocked all the way down to 15. I just haven't been winning. GP, I'm still beating you, though. What's up?
Shit.
Nice work, Zenny. This looks great. And then we'll also have a weekly, so we can keep. Hey, Hazel's up on top on the weekly. Dee Dee's up there. Elder Statesman, Father Abraham. This is nice. I like it. I like it a lot, Zenny.
Oh, there's 3. Wow, there's 3 on number 100. Whoa,
Let's go.
nice.
Let's go. Hunt has been playing for a minute.
Jekalo.
Come on, Scan. Well done.
Yeah, I've been playing, but not lucky.
Yeah, I really like it. Well worth the wait. Looks good. Going to be fun to keep track of this. Gives us a little bit of something to point to with our daily threads and our daily shows. We can kind of cover this. We can talk about the leaderboard before and or after the show, and the game rounds and whatnot. So
Whoa.
I really dig it.
What about having a tournament with like the top 16 against each other?
We have thought about that.
Huh.
Yeah, there's lots of look. There's so many cool things. Like Michael, just to point out, like you said you submitted 3 projects to, and those are all 3 projects that are functional and functioning now.
Mhm.
And that's just you and your team.
Yeah.
There's Zenny's produced this not as part of a grant project, just part of what he's been building. He has a grant project, he has an interim grant. You guys got an interim grant, we got an interim grant. We're building some stuff. You guys are going to help us out with our website. Of course, our website is going to also have partner integrations down the line too. So we'll have stuff with Skullcoin, we'll have stuff with BNS, we'll have stuff with BoostX, and so on and so on and so on. There's so much stuff being built in the Stacks ecosystem right now. The energy is great. It's amazing, and we just keep achieving. This is another milestone. But it's not like we just made the leaderboard and now we're sitting back on our laurels. We're going to be back with Find to Earn again tomorrow. People are going to be rising and falling in the leaderboards. This gives us something more to post about, so we can leverage this to help get more amplification and visualization and eyeballs onto Skullcoin and what's going on the website. It gives us a place to direct people to get involved and engaged more. So there's so much happening in the space right now, guys. I am absolutely 100% hella bullish on what's going on in the Stacks ecosystem right now. I cannot express enough how good I feel to be here. There's just so much going on. And
there's a lot to cover. It's awesome.
There's a lot to cover, a lot to engage with, a lot to play around with, a lot to be excited about. So, and Michael, I do want to So, are you able to go see that post that was censored? Are you able to open it? Like, you can choose to.
Yeah. No, I'm just joking around. Yeah. The security stuff.
Yeah,
That happens a
I'll
lot.
have to go, everyone. Thanks.
Thank you, Zenny. Excellent work, man. We'll see you tomorrow. Always a pleasure. Thank you for another amazing round of Find to Earn games. Guys, huge shout out to Zenny. He puts tons of work in and day out. He participates in everything. He goes around and he looks to find ways to create win-win relationships. And that's actually a lot of what's happening. Michael does the same thing. We do the same thing. GP's always getting out there. Hana's always getting out there. Go around, find the people that you resonate with, and just start building. It's permissionless. All you have to do is it starts with building your network. Fresh. Are you sure you're not fresh, McSteppins? Because you look pretty fresh, my man.
Yeah, definitely fresh, not Max Steppins.
Fresh McStandins.
Yeah.
I am super psyched to be here, and I'm super psyched to be here with you guys. Any last words before we wrap up, guys? Anything you want to let the viewers know about?
Yeah, get into the Stacking DAO and Zest Discords. Get active. Come kick it with me. We had a base screen share yesterday. We played some Discord games, as well as cook some skins for Cryptonauts in there, so you can get a sneak peek out. The cook before we launch it. And I got a based activity schedule in there. Got the weekly Pokemon League tournament today too. So if you're playing Pokemon TCG Pocket, jump in there. There's some STSDX up for grabs for those that participate as well. So lots of stuff, lots of good stuff. I've got soccer today. I'm excited about soccer.
Nice, very nice. You guys got anything, Hana?
Oh yeah, just the usual AI cooking and
creating more and more content for our ecosystem.
Yeah, always cooking content.
Nice, very nice. What about you, Michael? Gonna catch some sleep after being up for the last 3 days.
I actually put in for the Stack CMO.
Let's go, dude.
You put an application in? I heard they were giving it to Fresh McSteppins. I heard that Fresh McSteppins was actually going to be hired. It's not Hana, by the way.
I just assumed it was someone from Trust Machines.
Well, listen, honestly, I don't. Obviously, I was just joking, but did you really put an application in?
I did, yeah.
When did you do that? Recently?
Last night.
last night.
after the two.
You put in 3 Negress applications. You know what? I need something else to do.
You
right
know
now.
what? CMO is as CMO does. You know.
No. Yeah. Hey man, listen. I think you would actually be an interesting candidate for the job. I could
I think so
you-
too.
I could see you doing some cool things from that position.
Look, Pete already has the job, so I figured if he
I
already,
don't think it's fair to say that.
you don't think so?
I'm not sure he actually wants the job.
Well, he can't. He can't.
How about Rubes?
Anyone who wants the job isn't qualified for the job, kind of. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I get you. Yeah, because for the reasons Pete routinely points out, you're in a no-win situation. If you come in and perform, it's because of all of the tools you had at your disposal. The price was in the toilet. Of course, you got it up there. You know, there's all sorts of stuff that's going on before you got there. So
Right. It could be an albatross around your resume.
right. And if you don't perform, it's all your fault. You had all of these, all of these. So it is. It's a precarious situation.
That's right.
You know?
Yep. It could be one of those Hollywood bad roles, you know, when like an actor has a bad role and you never see them in Hollywood again, that kind of thing. Oh,
Yeah.
I can see
Or
it.
they don't toe the line.
Yeah,
They don't drink the blood.
yeah. They don't go on the plane ride.
They don't go on the plane ride.
Hotel California.
There's some fucked up shit in our world, guys. There really is. I don't think it's tied to the stack CMO position, but there's definitely some things you can probably be best avoiding if you knew better.
Look, if you want TVL, you gotta, you know. Hotel California.
Yeah, hey, you got to scare the shit out of some kids to get some adrenochrome sometime. What do you?
I was hoping I would have.
You can omelet without breaking some eggs.
I was hoping I would have someone more poignant for my end response, but there it is. Look, it's gonna be
I'm applying for the CMO job.
There's going to be D grants and Doug grants and the Vibe Code Hackathon is happening right now.
Right.
What I'm going to do? Submit everything I submitted for D grants to the Vibe Code Hackathons because why not? Right?
No, I hear you, man, and that's what it's for.
That's what it's for. And if I believe in the submission, I should believe it enough to keep submitting it for the end of time. If I believe in it, does it make sense?
Yes.
Get turned down 1,000 times if you believe in it. Well, H1B.
It's not always
mentality.
about whether you get turned down or
You
accepted.
know, sometimes you don't get that citizenship, and you got to find another person on Facebook who just got divorced so you can get that visa. You can get that visa.
You go, girl. No, but honestly, even like applying for the CMO job, you got nothing to lose. And
Worst
even
case
if it just
scenario, you interview with them.
even if it just gets you an interview with Alex and Mitchell and whoever is actually
Half
being
an hour.
and you get to talk to those guys.
You know,
Worst case scenario, they look at your application, they say, he's not really qualified, we're not going to call him, and you don't get a call.
wouldn't be the first time. Not going to be the last.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
If you don't try, you don't get
Kevin
you don't get anything. Worst case scenario, you get to go through the application, the details, submit your application for something like that. Put your resume together a little bit tighter for that type of thing. And
It's kind of like approaching a girl that's way out of your league. The worst you can get is butterflies. You know what I mean? Maybe a drink thrown in your face. You know?
to be honest with you, that's like I live for that. I'm
The drink thrown in the face or the butterflies?
the approaching somebody that's way out of my league.
Is that the story?
That's
Is
a
that how it
thrill.
happened?
That would be a thrill for me. No,
Oh.
mine was. Yeah, no, mine was different. We actually, I've shared this live because specifically talking to Mark Peptoshi Mark because he has his dating app. My wife and I met on Match.com.
Tinder for me.
Oh, really? That was So just you're younger. You're younger than me by about 5 or 10 years or
We
so.
kind of used ICQ, so we all start somewhere.
That's great.
IRL, bro.
What is that, like Discord or something? IRL?
I mean IRL
I thought
in
that was
real
like a
life.
channel on Discord.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. GP, where are you going? We're about to sign off. I need you to
Come
throw
on,
up the peace sign.
everybody left me.
The peace sign is. Oh,
do
I
the
didn't
thing.
even see that. My camera is. I've got to get a new camera. This thing is.
And where's my Jedi swords? You guys stop doing
That's off
that. That
out
was
of
a great
nowhere.
thing.
I mean, the Jedi sword's right here.
I always
Yeah.
knew GP was a two-hander.
Me, I can't find mine. I'll look for it. So we only
You
have
only
one Jedi left.
Guys, tomorrow morning, by the way, we're going to be covering on the live stream. Alex Miller is having his first space at 9 a.m. ET tomorrow morning as the CEO of the Stacks Labs entity. So we'll be joining him. We'll be covering it live. So I'll be jumping in. I don't know if I'll be up on stage or not. He may let me up on stage. But we'll be joining the space, and we'll be streaming it so that you guys can watch it here. If that's more convenient for you. Maybe we'll add some commentary during the space. But I did get Alex's blessing to stream it, so we're going to do that tomorrow during the show. Also, oh no, there's actually like a big. Hero's got a ton of people lined up for the SIP show tomorrow. Are you coming tomorrow, Mike? I think you're on that list. There's a huge list of people coming to talk about the WebAuthn passkeys addition to Clarity. So, maybe also we'll talk about that MCP.
Hero was really lobbying that, the passkey thingy.
Me too, because I think there's obvious reasons, especially for someone with less financial facing app, like what we're looking to do with DeOrganized, where it's more creator tools and stuff, where onboarding audience to create an account doesn't have as much risk, so it doesn't necessarily need as much security. You're not necessarily you don't have to put any money in. You can just sign a wallet to create your account. And so onboarding people that are non-crypto natives.
Have you looked at the Turnkey HQ stacks or the Turnkey HQ hackathon that's happening?
No.
Eric from Hiro Hero, the DevRel.
Yep.
Eric. He said that the Turnkey hackathon that's happening right now on Dora Hacks is important to look at because they're looking to have that on stacks. Turnkey.com does all this passkey stuff. And Mohan, who's Caspiac, did all of the turnkey work and has the GitHub up already. So I'll
So it's not that far away.
Not at all. Mm-mm. Yep.
So I'm assuming you were in the conversations with Hero and Rocky about what we're proposing for our phase 1 and beyond. Did he share the phase 1 document, or did he actually share to you the anything else?
I think he shared one of the documents. What I did is,
who's streaming right now? Hero, who's streaming right now?
Somebody's streaming?
Let me see what I got for my notifications. That's what happens when we go way past our...
Rocky and Hero were talking about it, and I left them to talk about it, and I fell asleep. And I just left the space on.
You were like, you were like, this is so peaceful. What Peace is proposing, I'm going to actually get some C's.
It's
Turnkey and Foundation. All right. The Turnkey and Foundation is streaming on X. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. I'm going to actually I might keep the stream going. Hold on, let me.
Streaming on stream.
Or maybe it's a Google Meet. Is it a Meet, Hero? I don't see anything on the Stacks Foundation.
Let's see. Shared a post. Okay, I found it. Come on, everybody. How do you do? All right, here you go.
Is this with? All right, you got it.
Guys, I gotta drop. I gotta go take care of some stuff before I gotta jump into the Stacking DAO Discord. Are you gonna keep it running, Peace?
I might keep it running for a few minutes. I got about 30 minutes until the Bitcoin Pepe space. I got some stuff I got to do though too. Let me see how this is going. Would definitely love that. So let me share this. PT, you can drop out, man. Don't feel obligated to stay. This was not planned.
A transaction. The way that our system works is essentially the the end request. Let's say it was a pass key or something, or an API key, because we also have people that will use this on the back end.
It's showing
For
GPS
server
screen.
wallets. They'll authenticate that request with like a
You guys hear this?
key, and they'll sign.
Yeah, it's coming through loud and
just
clear.
like a signature is applied to a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
All right,
transaction.
guys. If you're still running whenever I get
sort of
back,
transaction
I'll jump
to
back in.
a P2P
I'll see y'all on the flip side. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day.
That goes to our back end, and then it goes into the enclave, and then inside that enclave,
Awesome,
I'm going to
GP.
mute myself because I got to work on a couple of things
And then there
in
are
the
several
meantime. But
modules
I'm
that
going
we
to keep
have
this going.
inside
If you
the
guys are
enclave. We
interested,
have, like,
feel
a
free to stay
parser,
on. If
we
you have to
have
drop off, feel free to
a
drop off.
verifier,
Otherwise, I'm going to keep this.
We have
I'm
a
going to shut up
notarizer.
so they
These are
can
all
people
essentially
can hear this.
modules that are doing something inside of the
Awesome
enclave to
piece.
verify.
I'll jump on.
is
I've
this
just
the
gotta
correct
work
stack
on
so
some.
first it'll say, okay, is this person that signed
Yeah,
this
man, do
request
it.
and
Do your thing,
authenticated
man.
this request? Do they have
Peace out.
permission to access that key material to authorize this transaction? And specifically the type of transaction, because in some cases you might have policies in place that say, this user can only access this key, or they can only sign transactions to go to this wallet, or maybe even this type of smart contract, depending on how granular you want to go. And essentially deleted in the enclave for that time, and then that signed transaction payload would be returned back to wherever it came from. And with usually an attestation of like, okay, this is how it was essentially authorized. And the thing that underlines this whole stack in order to make that trustless, like everything that just happened there is something that you can actually trust is done, not just something we say is done, is through an attestation process that AWS provides in their enclaves, where essentially we can produce a verified proof that says like, okay, the code running in this enclave is exactly this, and the logic running in the enclave that you just sent that request to matches that exactly. And we put a lot of work into having reproducible builds, as well as having an operating system that can essentially be authenticated to run only that logic and nothing else.
That's awesome. Cool. Okay, thank you. I also saw, I think you guys do something called, you do basically like session-based transaction signing, right? So that if somebody were to take an action that normally they'd have to go through the whole wallet UI again, they don't have to if they're currently authenticated. That's another one that that's another one that I think will make a huge difference just in bringing the UX more towards what people are used to. I saw that the other day and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm really excited about that one. I'm excited to see what people build with that. Okay.
We've got a lot of people using that.
Cool. So I think next thing I want to get your thoughts on a little bit are, so right now this challenge that we're running is kind of in two phases. The first phase is build an application that uses this sort of like workaround example that Eric has created here. But then the follow-on challenge is for whoever wins that is also eligible for a follow-up grant where they actually will help to build out the actual stack support within the SDK. And so can you kind of talk about a little bit, what does the developer experience look like when using the SDK, and what are they actually going to be doing once stack support is added to it?
Yeah, so with the SDK, I think the main thing that you can do today is you have the address derivation, and you have the ability to then sign transactions with the cryptographic curve. The cryptographic curve pretty much works out of the box. It's the same sort of stuff that you would see in Bitcoin and others. And then the address derivation just helps you be able to then derive the correct address, which is something that we have available there. I would say like the main thing that we want to see like in the example file, this is something that is generally there for people to be able to like take and replicate themselves. But I would say if there's anything that's like stack specific, of like, okay, this is like a specific way that Stack smart contracts works, and this is the way that policies might work around Stack smart contracts, I think that would probably be the most interesting place to continue exploring and see how that could be integrated. I will note this does require some work on our back end in order to support, but I think that in the meantime, figuring out other more creative ways to integrate it would be super valuable. and figuring out exactly like what are going to be the most common use cases that people would find. Like, for example, what we would typically see in the Ethereum world would be like, okay, you can only, we're going to provision this so that you could delegate access to someone. And then that person who's been delegated access can be constrained by a policy that says you can only call this smart contract to like rebalance their portfolio, but you can't call any other transactions that might move their funds. So those are the sort of use cases that we would definitely want to see them get more traction on. And I would say like seeing if they can experiment and find more ways to play with it.
Okay, cool. Awesome. With the React SDK that you guys have, how does that actually like work, I guess, like from a developer experience perspective? Is that just kind of like a drop-in component that they can have and then like hook up to any like callbacks or anything that they want to happen after authentication to drop into their session? How does that like work actually from the developer experience if they use that React SDK?
Yeah, we have an embedded wallet kit so we have the React SDK, and then we also have an embedded wallet kit that's very much like an easy drag and drop.
Yeah.
And yet that is very easy to integrate right out of the box. We've actually timed it, and we've been able to see developers integrate it in less than 7 minutes. So that is essentially everything you need right out of the box. It'll have callbacks. It'll like proxy the backend if you're using one of the authentication methods, so that you don't even have to set up a backend for that. So it'll do a lot out of the box, and essentially the experience would be, once you've got all the modules like integrated, you should be able to essentially have users sign up, authenticate, and then it will provision a wallet in the back end, and then from there on the front end, like it'll have some pop-ups of modules that are pre-built that will essentially walk you through the full experience. And from there, you can certainly customize it, you can fork it and make your own changes, or go low level to the API or the React SDK as a whole to do other changes. But generally speaking, should work out of the box. And then anytime you want to then initialize a request for a user to make a transaction, the SDK is going to have a lot of nice functions available right out of the box that'll essentially let you then submit those requests through whatever authentication method you want, have them stamped, and then have them returned once it's been processed. And essentially what you'll get back is a signed transaction that you can then broadcast.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And then if something is supported by the SDK, is it automatically supported by that embedded wallet kit, or is that then a separate thing that would have to be integrated to?
Everything should essentially be working out of the box, and I'll share a link to the wallets.turnkey so you can see kind of what works out of the box. Let me see here. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. For all participants, I'll drop it in that chat. But essentially, if you go to this page, everything that you can see at that page with the embedded wallet kit would essentially be working out of the box, where you'll be able to see like email, auth, and then you can even see some of the configurations where you can also change the the styling and the colors of the UI as well if you want it to match the sort of look that you want your app to have. So yeah, you can see it here. So you can essentially check all these boxes.
Okay.
Do a passkey setup, SMS.
Nice.
And then, the UI itself can also be modified. You want dark mode, light mode, other configurations, and then this is all available within the React Wallet Kit as well.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much for all that. That was super helpful. Eric, I'm gonna hand it over to you if you have anything else you want to cover.
Yeah. Hey, Michael. Thanks for all that information. Stepping outside of the builder challenge context for a second. Turnkey, they have an embedded wallet solution. Privy has their own solution. I'm seeing Alchemy has a solution. Coinbase, I think, has their own solution. So in general, maybe can you kind of share as to like what these different providers and solutions differ, or maybe are similar in some senses? Like, what would turnkey, like, what would be some of the advantages and pros of using turnkey over the other providers?
Yeah, definitely. I think that our biggest traction has been around our flexibility, and I'd say our flexibility, our performance, and our security. And like breaking that down is like from a security perspective, I think we have one of the best models in the sense that like our keys generally never leave the enclave. Like unless you decide to export them or make that available to the user to export. And whereas with others, like for example Privy, they're using something called Shamir secret sharing, where they're going to split up shards of that key, but they'll have to reconstruct it in memory on the client side in order to sign transactions, which means that there's still some risk that, if the end user, if their environment is compromised, that key could be exposed and could be stolen, which is the same risk that you run with a lot of wallets that are embedded in the front end, like any sort of hot wallet, like a MetaMask or something like that. Whereas, like, again, there's no key exposure on the front end with turnkey. And even if like the authentication method is compromised, the thing that the user is using to authenticate, if you wanted to set up more restrictions, you can set up policies that limit what that can do. So I'd say like we have a very strong security model around that, and being able to verify how our stack works behind the scenes. We have an open SDK, whereas Privy has a closed source SDK. Regarding Alchemy, and Alchemy actually, by the way, they use turnkey on the back end. So that's one point, is that they actually use us and white label us there. So there's a lot of advantages that they get from us, but I would say the advantage you get from using turnkey directly is that you're going to have a lot more access to the low-level functionality that we provide. Our API primitives are very strong. That's how we build everything. We start with the API primitive, and then we build abstractions like the React Wallet Kit on top. So you're always going to have you can start out fast with the React Wallet Kit, the same way you could with others like Privy. But then you can go down to the API primitives when you want to build something that's really specific and new, and you don't want to be constrained by the modules that we've built out. Whereas you typically don't see those options with Privy. We have a lot of customers that have come to us, or even have started with Privy because they were able to like launch quickly with it, and then realized, oh, actually, there's a lot of things that we want to do that we're restricted by, and we just, they end up looking like every other Privy app. Whereas with Turnkey, we've seen people create like entirely novel new use cases, without like really us needing to have any like foresight or forethought into how they do it, because we've just built it out to be so low level that they can just take what they need and run with it.
Gotcha. Are you able to see like
performance-wise, we have sub 100 millisecond signing. I should throw that in.
Okay. Are you guys able to see like which chains or networks have the most traction for embedded wallets?
We're actually working on that right now. In terms of like internally, we're looking at seeing like where is the most activity, where are the most funds being allocated. But like in terms like just intuitively, based on the customers we've been working with, I think Solana and Ethereum are the two that I've definitely seen the most traction. I would say lots of Solana applications, and lots of cross-chain applications, I should say, as well, like Axiom and others, where I would say they get a lot of their activity on both Solana and then like some fast EVM chains like Base. Because like the cross-chain functionality is also pretty easy with Turnkey out of the box, because again, we're agnostic. We will support any signing curve or anything like that. So we typically see a lot of customers prefer us for that as well. The fact that they can essentially support any of the chains that they want to expand to.
Gotcha. Now for Stacks uses the same signing curve as Bitcoin, which is SecP 256K1. Are there other signing curves that you've seen that are maybe more gaining popularity with other chains, or like I guess from your point of view and from what you've seen as well, like what would make a new signing algorithm or signing consensus become adopted in your SDKs?
It's a good question. We currently support two. We support SEC 256, which you just mentioned, and then we support the Edwards curve 25519. That's something that's like prominent in Solana and a few of the newer chains. So we really have just laser focused on those two because those are the ones that we see most commonly, and I think it's covered like 95% of all the use cases we'd want to see. I think the one that we have seen some interest in is BLS curves. Because that's used in Ethereum proof of stake for validator keys. It's also used in a few other chains that we've talked to, like Alio is one like privacy chain that we've looked at that supports that particular signature scheme. So if we were going to add support for another one, which is not too difficult for us, we have to put a little bit of upfront work, but I would say like it's just taking existing cryptography and embedding it in the backend that runs in Rust. That would probably be the next one that we would implement. But for the most part, like I would say, like our SEC 256 and then Edwards curve has been the two main curves, and like those get everyone started. And then usually what we focus on, rather than supporting new curves, is just adding better first-class support for certain chains, like adding address derivation and then adding policy support and other things that just make it easy to integrate and basically just remove more steps from the developer to have to do on their own.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, Michael, I know I've informed you that we'll only hold you hostage for about 30 minutes. So we have about 4 minutes remaining. Kenny, did you have any more questions or?
No, not from my end. That was great. Super helpful. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, Michael, thank you again. And if we have any more questions from the community, we'll direct it your way. But yeah, thanks for joining us this morning.
My pleasure. Yeah, best of luck to everyone working on the hackathon. We're excited to see the Stacks ecosystem diving into Turnkey and building with it. So if there's anything more we can do to make it accessible, make it work well for them, improve the SDK, definitely want to hear it. And yeah, if anyone in the hackathon needs help, reach out to our, if you go to Turnkey's website, there's a support channel in Slack that we're always happy to get questions in.
Cool. Awesome.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Michael.
So much. All right. Bill, have a good day.
Nice. Cool.
Cool.
That was awesome. That was super informative. Yeah. I wasn't familiar with a lot of how they worked behind the scenes, especially when he was talking about kind of the differences between how they handle stuff and how other places handle stuff. Other solutions handle things. That was interesting. I'm excited to see. I feel like there's a ton of potential here for integrating this into any application, but especially, we hear a lot of people talking about Stacks needs more onboarding apps. Like Stacks needs more apps that get a lot of people excited about it and wanting to use it. This kind of stuff I think is perfect for those kinds of apps, especially to integrate in, to get people plugged in to Stacks in a way that is going to be a lot easier of an ask than saying, hey, learn how to use cryptography and wallets, and then you can come in and join this. And I know that that's for a lot of us that are immersed in it every day, that doesn't seem like that big of a deal. It's just, well, they're not that hard to use, the wallets, but there's just, I can tell you from experience, from talking to people that aren't embedded in this world, that's just a big mental hurdle that people have to jump. And I don't know that maybe people do understand it, but I think that there's just a huge potential here for onboarding, especially to be able to bring people into these onboarding apps that people are talking about, games, Skullcoin, those kinds of things that people are just like, people have identified as really high potential onboarding use cases. I think they have a lot of opportunity to integrate something like this.
There's one good use case that I'm surprised he didn't mention, but I believe Turnkey is supported or integrated in Pump.Fund.
Oh, okay.
So Pump.Fund, they have their own embedded wallet integration, and I believe it is Turnkey that is powering that. But yeah, to your point, I mean, Skullcoin, Stack City, Koa, right?
Yeah.
Stack City would be a perfect app for integrating embedded wallets. I don't think he did integrate or make the embedded wallet privy integration live on Stack City. I didn't see it, so I'm kind of wondering what Koa was kind of thinking around that.
Yeah. The other thing that I'd like to see a lot is, I don't know if you saw that there was this 3-part webinar series, like an intro to Stacks DeFi webinar series that was run a few weeks ago. Did you watch any of those? Those got tons of engagement, like tons. Blew me away, the numbers on that. And that to me was like, okay, people are really interested in this stuff, but the fact that so many people wanted to see just like an intro series detailing what DeFi options are available in Stacks and the basics of how they work and how to use them. I think there's a huge opportunity here for somebody to build like an educational onboarding tool that uses something like Turnkey to be able to get people using these DeFi applications in like a step-by-step manner. So basically like an application that somebody can sign up for that's designed to introduce them to all of the actual DeFi applications that are currently live and working on Stacks using Turnkey, and basically introducing them to how the concepts work by actually getting them to take actions, but they're doing it, behind this turnkey authentication. That just eliminates so much of the barrier, but we're providing education while simultaneously providing real usage at the same time. I think that's something that would blow up.
I think that idea should be integrated on the official Stacks website.
I think so too. I think you're right. That would be pretty cool. That would be cool.
And to make the onboarding even easier is, I guess this would be funded by whoever is providing this, but like whoever does use these embedded wallets logins to that app that you're talking about, if they're able to get some like STX in their wallet or SBTC in their wallet instantly upon login, that would help their onboarding experience by so much more, right? Because after creating a wallet, the second hurdle in crypto is getting crypto, right? So,
yeah,
but I mean, it's really doable. I mean, Stacks with sponsored transactions and everything. It's, I was even thinking, Ronell, he put together like a SBTC sponsored architecture application for his Bolt wallet example. That could also be a great way to integrate with using it with embedded wallets within that app that we were talking about.
Yeah. I was talking to a developer the other day that's actually where I got that idea that I just said from. Is that something that he expressed interest in working on? And I think it's really going to come down to like execution of that idea. But I really want to see somebody create some version of that we can start kind of using in the ecosystem. But I hadn't thought about that being actually like integrated into the Stacks website as like an onboarding tool there. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, either the Stacks official website or another good option would be on the Hero platform.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool too.
Yeah.
Because it's, I mean, even what you were saying with the second big hurdle is actually getting the crypto. When I was my father-in-law, when that example that I gave, those are his two big hurdles. That's it. He's super interested in Bitcoin. He's super interested in Stacks, but he just hasn't done anything because it's not in like a format that he's used to and understands well. And so he's not comfortable buying any of it, which I get. Like, I understand why he's used to, typical Schwab and Vanguard and all these things where he's just going on, he's buying something through that interface and everything. And so the idea of using an exchange is just a little bit weird for him, even something just that simple. And so if there was just a super easy way to where they didn't really have to do much other than sign up for an app in a normal flow that they're used to, and then all of a sudden they're presented with, hey, by the way, and then it's introducing them to how it works at the same time, I think that'd be huge.
Did you want to cover the other ongoing builder challenges?
Yes, let's do that real quick. So we have two going on right now. This one that we covered today, and then the other one that's happening right now is kind of more of your typical like hackathon style competition. You can get to both of these on the Dora Hacks page. I don't know if we linked to the Dora Hacks page in this tweet thread for this event, but if not, if you go to the Dora Hacks website, dorahacks.io, and just search Stacks, and then go filter by organization, you'll see it there. But we're running this one right now. This one that we're talking about today, the turnkey one, is over on Monday, I believe, Sunday or Monday. But then we have a larger hackathon calling the Vibe Coding Hackathon. And that's a larger, longer running event. That one runs, I think that one's going on for another week and a half or something like that. I can't remember. Again, both on the Dora Hacks page. But this Vibe Coding Hackathon that we're running, this is more of a typical hackathon where we have our theme, which is, as it sounds, vibe coding. And the goal here is really to help encourage people to use these AI coding tools effectively. And so like AI powered coding is just absolutely blowing up. And the thing that I think is happening is people are thinking that you can use these AI tools as a replacement for your own coding abilities. And I really want to get people thinking about them more as assistants or amplifiers of your current coding ability. They are getting better and better. So I will say that, but we kind of designed it to basically lean into that and give people the opportunity to build stuff using these AI tools, whether they're an existing developer or whether they're a non-coder. And we're doing that in conjunction with some workshops and stuff that we're giving to kind of encourage people to use these things the right way. And so the goal here was really, can we open up some of our hackathons and some of our events to people that are maybe not developers, you know, by career or anything like that. Maybe they don't know how to code at all, or maybe they're just kind of dabbling, but they can use these AI tools as like an amplifier to get something built that they would not have been able to build before. And so we're trying to start looking more at how can we empower Stacks builders to use those tools more. And the Vibe Coding Hackathon is kind of the first step into that. So highly encourage anybody, whether you consider yourself a developer or not, to go and sign up for that. I'm really excited about that competition. And then this builder challenge, the turnkey one, and the Vibe Coding Hackathon, we're going to be selecting people from those competitions to attend the Hacker House at DevConnect in Buenos Aires in November. And so these competitions that we're running are really, one of their main goals is to, yes, bring the community in and give them opportunities to build cool stuff and get paid for it. But sort of the second goal on top of that is really to identify really promising builders that have high potential to build really valuable applications so that we can bring them into other ongoing and future programs, kind of like this Hacker House, to basically get them, continue to help push them down that path of, let's turn this idea that you have, this thing that you built, into an actual business and an actual product. So we're going to be pulling a lot of people from these competitions to come to the Hacker House. Basically what the Hacker House is going to look like is it's going to be 5 days of straight building, specifically with the goal of getting you to the point where your application is able to be published. Basically, you have an MVP ready to be published live and actually start getting users to it. So you can actually start doing user testing and starting to find that product market fit and turn that into a real product and a real business. And so this Vibe Coding Hackathon is a huge opportunity to get that initial version of your application built. And then if you do really, really well, the top people are going to be selected to go to that Hacker House to then do that even more so. And then we've got some other follow-on programs in the works and stuff like that for builders. But yeah, that's the gist of the competitions that are happening right now. And these builder competitions are going to be ongoing. So you're going to see these pretty much constantly coming up so that people have lots of opportunities to build cool stuff.
Added bonus for the people that are joining us at the Hacker House. For those few privileged developers, they get to meet Adam.
Oh, they do. It's true. It's true. The legend.
Adam, yeah, I'm surprised he didn't show up on this session over here. He used to be the other co-host for these office hours back then.
That's right. That's right. Yep. We're gonna have to get him on one of these, talking about what he's working on.
For sure.
Cool. Was that it? Was that all? Everything on the agenda? Anything else you want to talk about before we drop? We got a couple minutes left.
We covered everything. Yeah, the majority of the session was about Turnkey, explaining about the ongoing Turnkey embedded wallet challenge, getting Michael from Turnkey to talk about everything about Turnkey, security, the SDKs that are available for anyone to tinker and attempt to integrate Stacks with, and yeah, covering the current other ongoing builder challenges. So yeah.
Cool. I think that was a pretty successful first.
That was really awesome. Actually, I love that we caught that. I'm going to let those guys wrap up. We are going to close down this the show for today. Thank you guys for sticking around. Hope you found the extra added bonus content interesting. We love actually being able to do stuff like this, and because we live in a permissionless ecosystem and a permissionless world, we can. Much love to Eric and Kenny over at doing the DevRel stuff. Really interesting things happening with account abstraction is kind of what's going on. Basically making it easier for onboarding newer users. That it's removing some of the friction of traditional wallet functionality, making it easier to onboard people that aren't familiar with that. And there are some security trade-offs, and there's more conversations that need to be had about that. But the tools can be used in different circumstances. And we're really excited about the advancements that are going on here. And I'm super happy that we caught that at the end of our show and we were able to provide that for you, get a little bit of awareness on what these conversations are having. Guys, make sure you're following Eric and Kenny and the guys that are all producing for the ecosystem, especially Eric and Kenny. Good dudes. That's Eric Choi and Kenny Rogers. Very, very talented, very intelligent, and know their stuff about what on the dev side of things for Clarity and Stacks. So if you're building on Stacks and you're not following those guys, please do. We had a great show today. Thank you all for tuning in. I am Peace Love Music. We are DeOrganized Media, coming at you live on Bitcoin Live Decentralized Broadcasting every Monday through Friday. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace out.